Hi dragonflies, and welcome to take 438 of this particular video. Honestly, I am even more of a walking disaster area than normal dragonflies, honestly. I'll try and briefly explain. It started off with a kitten that was obsessed with my furry top on my microphone. And thought it was a mouse and kept attacking it. Then I kept getting something in my eye. I thought I was getting it out, and then I wasn't, so I was kind of poking around in my eyeball, and I thought, well, nobody needs to see that, so we'll start the video again. And then oh, dragonflies. I sprained my ankle on Thursday, and then yesterday, which was the day after Friday, just in case you didn't know what day came after Thursday, in my wisdom, I decided that I was fine to hobble around the Friends experience in London with Mini Dilly, because it was a treat for her and I didn't want to miss it. And hobble I did. I was like, I must have looked so pathetic, dragonflies. Honestly, Mr. Dilly kept saying, should we get you a wheelchair? Oh, I'm fine, I can hobble around. So there's about 2 hours hobbling around there. And then probably all together there and back about 6 or more hours in the car with it kind of in the footwell. So not elevated. And by the time I got home last night, it just kind of really swollen up. And it's still pretty swollen today. It's very sore today. And I am under strict instructions from Mr. Dilly to stay off my feet, to elevate my ankle, and to ice it, and only get up if I need the toilet. So I am in a very weird position right now with my leg out here somewhere so that I can put this structure of sort of shoe boxes here to hold my phone. It's a good job you can only see this view. And then out here slightly is my elevated, very painful foot. I have managed, however, to put a little bit of makeup on, whack my hair into the worst ponytail ever, and put a top on just for decency's sake. But I have still got, bear with me while I try and, I have still got pyjama bottoms on, purely because I didn't fancy kind of standing on one leg trying to put anything else on. And I've been taking painkillers and I haven't had a lot of sleep, so who knows what's going to happen in this video. But for those of you that have been before, you'll expect nothing less. And for those of you that are new here, welcome to Dilly's channel. This is the kind of disorganised chaos to expect here. But there we go. I'm on brand. Okay, so we are... I'm going to fill the time that I've got by making a little video. I was going to make this video today anyway, but just not under these circumstances. But it's nice because it fills the time. I'm kind of bored, just sat on my bed with a leg in the air, really. And we're going to have a little look at August, what's been going on in August, and looking ahead to September. And there's probably a couple of new decks in there just for fun. So, yeah, we start with a quick recap. I did a middle of the month video on the decks I'm using, and I made my feelings about the Goblin Market Tarot known then, and several of you commented on that video that you agree, which I'm so relieved about, because I thought I was missing something. I thought, is it just me? But no. I think somebody put in the comments that it is a massively missed opportunity, and I think they're right, because I love John Matthews. I love John Matthews decks. I own, I think, the vast majority anyway, and I love the Goblin Market poem, but this is just, I never want to say the deck's poor, because, you know, everything is, you know, relative. Everyone has their individual opinion. Like, if I heard a piece of music I didn't like, I wouldn't say it's not good because I don't like it. If someone else likes it, you know, it's probably a good piece of music. It's just not my taste. So I guess that's the way I feel about the Goblin Market Tarot. It's just, the artwork is, I want to use the word lame, and that sounds a bit mean. But yeah, I won't bang on about it anymore because I sort of did that in the other video, but it's going into purgatory, and it may be the very first tarot deck that I actually part with, which is something I haven't done yet. So yeah, I need to think that through. I don't know if I'm ready at this point in my journey. I don't know if I'm ready to part with decks yet, but we'll see. So yeah, that was a disappointment. However, I then, for my daily oracle draw, was using the Folklore Oracle, and it's great. I really like it. I found it insightful. I found it gentle but to the point, and it kind of gave me some really important messages at the beginning of the day that I needed to hear. So whilst I'm quite happy to be putting it back on the shelf and trying something else, it's a keeper because it's fab. It's lovely. I'm really happy. Yeah, that's a good deck. I'm just kind of rushing through the August decks because I have spoken about them before. I do have to mention this again. So my pairing, which I've been using for my daily spread, and I've also been using it for other readings. I've used it in a reading for Mr. Dilly recently, and it was such a good reading. The Lightseer's Tarot with the Healing Spirits Oracle. This is my favourite pairing so far. I'm relatively new to pairings. I've done a few, but this is spectacular. Recommend you try it if you haven't. Might not be for everyone, I get that, but it is just, yeah, it's beautiful. I've been doing, because I really needed a more gentle month with my practice. I've been doing healing readings with it. And so I've been doing, I can't remember whether I said this in my beginning of the month video. If I did, I'm sorry. I'll just repeat this really quickly for those that didn't see it. I've been doing a sort of fairly basic 3-card draw. So what do I need to embrace? What do I need to accept? What do I need to let go of? And then drawing an oracle card as the 4th card of what is my overall healing message from this, which is something I sort of actually kind of made it up myself. I'm sure other people have done it, but you know, it came from my head, not from a book. And it's been wonderful. I honestly, it's been so on the nose and so correct with every single reading. It's a pleasure to look at together. It's a pleasure to read all 4 cards as one. And it has just been exactly what I needed in August. I'm just in love with it. I think it's the most wonderful pairing. I'm over the moon. And then, so reading kind of book-wise, I said in that mid-month video that I was reading, I'm trying to find it, because I've been reading it this morning, the How to Kill a Witch book. I won't go on about it again now, but if you want to know, I will try and remember to link it in the description. If not, have a look for the mid-month video because I do talk about it more then, but it's great. I'm thoroughly enjoying, would be the wrong word for it really, but it's a really good book. I'm properly kind of stuck into it. So yeah, I'm pretty close to finishing it. And then we move on to, I've shown some decks that I've purchased recently in another video, but there are more since then. I can't help it. I've got a problem, dragonflies. I've got a problem. All of you guys that are so good can do like no buy months or no buy years. I take my hat off to you. But I'm really relatively new to this kind of collecting tarot situation, so I'm kind of letting myself off the hook a bit. And I have kind of made it my mission to, where I can, only buy either pre-loved or indie where I can. I did break that rule, but that's because it's a pre-order, and I think I'd be waiting a long time to get this pre-loved, and I pre-ordered it a long time, well, when it was first available for pre-order, and it's only just appeared. It arrived yesterday. It's a hefty deck. I could do exercises with this weightlifting. This is Boadicea's Tarot of Earthly Delights by Caroline Kenner and Paula Millett. And yeah, this is a mass market deck, very recently released. I'll just do a very quick little show of a few cards. I am happy if you would like me to do a walkthrough of this. I am more than happy to do so. Do let me know in the comments. Now I feel like a real YouTuber. Let me know in the comments. It's the painkillers. Yeah, it's got a fabulous guidebook, proper chunky guidebook, beautiful quality. Colour images, a good couple of pages per card. The box itself is very, very pretty. Look, so gorgeous. Now, see, what initially attracted me to this deck was the title, because of my interest in ancient British history. Boadicea, come on. But actually, there's a lot more sort of to it than that. I haven't, as I say, I only got this yesterday, so I haven't been able to really work with it at all. And actually, I didn't get it till yesterday evening when we got back from London. So this is kind of, I'm sort of looking at it with you, but it's a chunky old deck for my little munchkin hands and big cards, which I know I've seen a few people comment on that they're not loving the size of the cards. And some people said that the cardstock's too stiff, but actually I think it's got a nice flex to it. So I'm not sure I agree with that, but gilded edges, always going to be a fan of that. Oh, this is a red feather deck, I think. But the artwork is weirdly wonderful. That's so awesome. See, I really want to unpack that card already. I want to sit there and pull it to pieces and pick things out, and that's really amazing. Sorry, lost in the card well, but yeah, as I say, the art in it is stunning and freaky weird, and a lot of it, and I love that. There's the Empress, which is the cover picture. The Emperor. What's going on? I'm sure. Sorry, what was that? Yeah, I'm fairly certain that the guidebook will tell me a little bit more about Mr. Asparagus, the Emperor. But there's a lot going on there. There's a lot I want to get my teeth stuck into there. Look at that. So yeah, it's as I said, I will do a walkthrough of this if you would like me to. But I think as it's a pretty new deck, I expect there are other people doing much better walkthroughs than I can. So yeah, you can request. I will do it. But they're a bit stuck together. There's that gilding. But like I say, that I don't think I'm going to add much to the tarot community by doing the walkthrough. I think there are other people that will do better ones than me. But like I say, I am more than willing to do a full kind of walkthrough of the cards if you would like me to. Okay, so that is Boadicea's Tarot of... Oh, hang on, it's not going right. Tarot of Earthly Delights. I'm trying to do this balanced on one leg that is up in the air. Why am I like this? Right. Can't actually get the cards back in the box. Oh gosh, yeah, and look at the backs. Now, if I'd had this when I was doing the Show Us Your Backs VR, they would have been in it. They are miraculously good. How cool. Okay, right. Anyway, it's so heavy. Okay, so that's the only one that I've bought new. Well, as far as mass market decks are concerned, but this one I'm really pleased about. Now, I've been debating getting this for ages. I've seen it on so many channels and people have such lovely things to say about this deck, but I've still been a little on the fence about it. I've got to move position. Enjoying it? Yeah? Excellent, I'm glad. Right. So yeah, so I've been on the fence about getting it, but then I was watching, it might have been Simon at Hermit's Cave talking about it. It might have been someone else. I know I've seen it on Simon's channel. And then I found a new sealed pre-loved version. And that was the, you know, those two things, that last video I watched with it in, and then finding it pre-loved but new was a no-brainer. So yeah, that is, after all that, Tarot of the Abyss by Anne Turian, and I'm really excited. I'm so glad I got it, because this arrived a couple of days ago. So yeah, again, I haven't had a chance to properly kind of get stuck into it, but I'll just show you for you guys, because like I said, this is one that there are loads and loads of videos about, and as I say, I don't think I'm going to add anything different, important or useful to a walkthrough, but just in case you're not familiar, I'll show you a few of the cards. The artwork is just, see, it's really kind of sketchy. It's got like a sketchy quality, but it's still really, really lovely. And I love that it's monochrome. And yeah, I'm just really chuffed that I finally bit the bullet and bought it, and that I got it pre-loved. And I'm excited to use it. Because now I actually have it and I've looked through the cards properly. I knew it was the right decision. I'm glad I stayed, that I jumped off the fence and firmly into the shopping basket for this one. I'm going to edge it though. I think it's crying out to be edged. I think that's getting my black Sharpie out job, I think. And that, yeah. So that's the Tarot of the Abyss, and then dragonflies. So I've mentioned before that I am really interested in Chinese culture and art, and the I Ching is something that has fascinated me for a really, really long time. But I kind of convinced myself it wasn't for me. It's kind of like the, so I've got to move my other leg now. Yeah, so what was I saying? I don't know. So yeah, I kind of thought, is it for me? Can I learn it and use it? Yeah, it was kind of like the Lenormand thing, really. A bit sort of intimidated by it, but also, you know, cultural reasons, and there's all sorts of reasons why I've ummed and ahed about it. But then I saw this particular deck on Etsy, and oh my god, the seller was so sweet, so kind, so lovely, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get that deck because it drew me in, and yeah, I'm fascinated by it. I don't know when I'm gonna kind of dabble with it, but here it is. It's got a lovely sort of linen-y box. So this is on Etsy, and I'll have to link below the page I got it from, and it's got a sort of another little box here, and then my little sort of guidebook, I'm really excited about it. And then, oh my gosh, Dragonflies, the cards. They're in this little tuck box. And they're probably massively out of order now because I've looked through them. But here are the backs. They're so pretty. The gilded sides. And the cardstock's it's very similar to it's like that linen-y feel, so it's very similar to kind of the Bee Tarot, Tarot of the Divine, sort of that kind of feel of card. But can we just discuss how stunning these are? It's upside down. Yay. They are just exceptional cards. Like so beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I don't know when I'm going to be brave enough to delve into it because I'm still a little bit in that mindset that I've been in with learning Lenormand, that, you know, I'm only just getting to grips with Rider-Waite Smith. Do I really need to be looking at something else? But do you know what? I love it so much. And look, it's got a card called The Wanderer. If you know, you know, Dragonflies. Go back to past video. I think it's probably the reintroduction video. And you'll know why The Wanderer is so important. But yeah, I was just utterly drawn to this deck, and I just had to just do it. I've thought about it for such a long time, probably even actually before I started tarot. I was drawn to the I Ching. So yeah, it's just I'd be really interested actually in learning it. Sorry, I'm really struggling to get comfortable. I'm not sure when that will be, but it's just so beautiful and fascinating and exciting. So there's that one, and then this is really lovely. I'm going to do I will do a proper walkthrough of this deck when I've got a bit more time. But this is also from Etsy, and this is the Elysian Tarot by Lucia Dami. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But there are a lot of decks on Etsy. And I've kind of got to a stage where is that actually I'm being a bit more discerning. I'm like, is that actually offering something new to my collection? Am I really drawn to that? Am I just buying it for the sake of buying another deck? But this one absolutely captivated me. I mean, for a start, can we discuss the box? And then, wait till you see the cards. It's in that lovely kind of, you know, it's like almost rubberized kind of feel. And there's even the little guidebook, like, so, hi Nugget. I wonder when we get a pussycat in here. And then you have the black and white images in the guidebook. And then, so this again only arrived I only got it last night when I got back from London. And I'm so happy. Look at can we discuss matte gold sides? I mean, that's a winner before we even start. And then you've got the beautiful sparkly backs. But then wait till you see the actual cards. I don't have much like this in my collection. Tarot of the Sorceress is probably the closest, but I'm feeling this way more than that. I cannot wait to read with this because it is it's stunningly gorgeous, and it just has this atmosphere about it. It just has this real magical, mysterious feel, and And I'm just, yeah, I can feel a connection to this deck already. And I am so excited to use it. But I will, yeah, I am going to do a proper walkthrough because I think this deck absolutely deserves. I'll either do a walkthrough where I can show a few more, all of the cards, or I'm tempted to include it as a little VR that is one of the next videos I'm going to film. So I'm kind of tempted to put it in that so you can have a look at that. So you can have another little look at it. But yeah, and I can show you more cards, but I am absolutely thrilled with this deck. I am going to link, there's a cat on the lid. I'm going to link to the Etsy page. Oh, the cat's just run over my ankle. Anyway, yeah, so that is the Elysian Tarot, and it's just, I think that's going to be a favourite deck of mine. I really do think that's going to be, it might even make it to Desert Island decks. And then finally, for new decks, I never thought I'd have this, but lovely Mr. Dilly bought it for me, and I didn't know. And then he came in with it yesterday, because it arrived yesterday as well, and went, oh, the post is for me, but I think it's yours. Finally, oh, many of you will be familiar with this, the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And this is by Linnea Weatherstone and Carrie Paris, with art by Graham A. Lippincott. This is one of the limited edition new releases, I think. There is a mass market version, but I didn't want a mass market version, I wanted this one. But can you blame me? I mean, I'm not going to show it to you too much because I think that, honestly, many people have shown this and talked about it, quite rightly too. But it comes with this little notebook, which is so cute. Victorian Fairy Field Notes. Can we discuss? I don't know how well you can see that. All these little postcards, look. That's a big old pile of postcards. And I won't get it out of the bag for now, but reading cloth. And then the guidebook, which is just out of this world gorgeous. Even, oh, it smells amazing. And then it also has the full deck, full-size deck, with artwork to absolutely die for. It is just, like I say, I have been craving this deck for so long, and I am over the moon. Like I said, I don't want to kind of show every card, because I know this deck has been shown on many a channel, but it's just, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. And look at the backs, and I mean, I'm just so grateful and happy to have this deck finally. Hello to Gilded Sides. And then you also have, make sure I've got the bits back together, which is always going to be a hit with me, is the little pocket version, which again, Gilded size, it's a perfect little pocket version. I'll go from the back this time. Little pocket version, and well, that's upside down, sorry. But yeah, it's just perfection. It's so beautiful, and I'm really excited actually to use this. I don't want this to, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, it's a pretty special little set here, limited edition and all that, but also I really want to use the deck. It's really gorgeous. So I might end up just using the mini actually. We shall see. But yeah, so that is the Victorian Fairy Tarot, and I'm so happy. Okay, so book wise, let me show you. I can't put my I'm so uncomfortable. I just purchased these books. Now they're independently published, which I love. That's always going to be a winner. And they are they are fiction books, which is, I don't read fiction very much. I think 99% of what I read is either a tarot book, a witchy book, or mostly a history book. Those are my things. I don't read a lot of fiction. But these really appeal to me because, A, because they're independently published, but B, because they are set in Burley. Now, on the Isle of Wight, we are a fairly short ferry crossing from Lymington in the New Forest, and Burley is the sort of witchy town of the New Forest, and I love it there. So these are set in Burley, and there's a series of 3. They are by Joanna van der Herven. I don't know if I said that right. And you've got Hedge Witch, which is the first of the books, Witches of the New Forest. And then you've got The Veil Between the Worlds, which is the second Witches of the New Forest book. And The Witch's Compass, Witches of the New Forest, book 3. And they are from reading some info about 2 Canadian sisters that inherit a house in Burley in the New Forest. And because of the setting, and because it's a place I know, they really, really appeal to me. And I'm excited actually to read some fiction because it's been a long time since I have. So those are on the list for as soon as I finish How to Kill a Witch. And then we have decks for September. Now, there was a very clear vote when I put up my little short about helping me choose my decks. There was a very clear winner, and to be honest, I was always going to choose this as my study deck. There were other options, but I knew it was going to be this one, and you guys confirmed it for me. The Rhythm and Soul Tarot. I have been so excited since I got this. I have wanted it for the longest time, and I have been absolutely chomping at the bit to get cracking with this deck because I adore it so much. So this is September's study deck, and I'm so excited because after the Goblin Market Tarot, I need something which I know is gonna be spot on. And then for the Oracle deck, I was kind of considering an Animal-y month. And also somebody suggested having like a strong, powerful women month, which was like, I really liked the idea of that. But I've kind of gone halfway there. I've gone with the Femfolk Oracle, which is another indie deck, but just because it's fairly new to me and I'm really, really excited to use it. I did do a little bit of a show of this deck in the mid-month review, or did I do a deck haul video? Have a look, it's in there somewhere. And then, so that would be for my daily draw, and then for daily readings that I do in the month, just because I am too excited to leave it to another month, I am going to use my Heartwood Tarot, because this is fairly new to me as well. And I'm going to use it with this indie oracle deck, Folktales Oracle by Hannah Willow, because I think they're going to be the most beautiful little pair. I ever since I got them, I've wanted to use them. And yeah, I did like my sort of Celtic goddesses and Celtic tarot pairing, but I'm going to save those for another time just because I cannot wait to use these. I am so excited. Yeah, so that is my little deck combination for September. I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for putting up with me. Sort of like I've been more dilly than normal, I think, because I'm not with it, dragonflies. And when am I? But I'm particularly not with it now. But thank you for being here. Please, if you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to the channel. I'm getting really close to that big 500. It would be wonderful if you guys could get me there. But yeah, only if you really like what I'm doing. I wouldn't expect you to subscribe if you know, not interested or find me frankly irritating. So yeah, anyway. So please like and subscribe. And yeah, I will hopefully see you all soon and talk a little bit less next time. Okay, take care, dragonflies. Bye.